Check to see if I'm on, because I can't see. All right, I don't know if I'm on yet. So Tracy's gonna check for me.
Hey everyone.
Do you see us?
Hold on one moment. Yep.
Wasn't good. I don't know what my iPad can see, but anyway.
You want me to get it for you?
I'm kind of going. Yeah.
Still got a few minutes.
I got a couple minutes.
Tell them what you're doing, babe.
All right, guys, how you doing? Welcome to the live. I'm going blind. Normally, I can see comments, but I can't really see anything right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see 1 o'clock. Actually, we start.
Yeah, we're starting officially at 1 o'clock.
Oh, they can see you. They're here. Yep.
Okay, here we are. Today.
He said Bill in his robe. I know, right?
I love this robe. I do.
Yep. So let
me get my iPad right quick. Yeah.
Sure,
we're still getting set up. So hello to everyone that's just joining on. Some of you saw yesterday when I was working through the kinks, so making sure I could do this upload. Woo! I went through a lot trying to get this together. Believe me when I tell you this. All right, now let me open up my iPad to see if I can at least get a vision of what's happening here.
Hey, Margie.
Go ahead, Tracy. Talk to him while I do this.
How y'all doing? They said they love the robe. I know, that's it.
You know, I love this robe.
It's like having Santa Claus in February, okay? It just, I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of Santa Claus.
I just can't get rid of it.
Staying warm. Yeah, so we're here to do the manipulating the digital images. And also we are going to be releasing well, you can see it on the screen.
Right, the Unity digital stamp set.
Yeah, so we're releasing the Unity digital stamp set. You can see Bill's screen is up. So you're seeing, you're going to follow along. Hopefully this tutorial will make you feel more comfortable when you're manipulating and downloading your digital images. So I guess Bill will go ahead and take it away.
Exactly. So now it is 1:01.
Ooh, you're making us dizzy. Okay.
Can you hear? Can y'all hear me pretty good? Let's get that first.
You don't need to hear me.
Yes, y'all do.
She said they can't hear me.
They say they can't hear you.
Yeah.
Now I could switch the speaker, the microphone. Let me do that and see if they can hear me better.
Class, so you're good.
Okay, I'll get closer. Maybe that will help.
So they can hear you. That's good.
Okay, now I'm closer to the speaker. Can y'all hear me? Pretty good. Okay, Angie Prude says I hear you both. Here, let me move this. You can literally come right here, Trace. They can't see you. See right here? No, right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do, hold up, is everyone on here? I have 46 people. A lot of people can watch the replay if they want to. This is a crucial tutorial because it gives you an opportunity to see me do this stuff in real time, and it also gives you a chance to ask questions. Okay? Now, Tracy will probably read most of the questions because it's going to be a distraction if I go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, now the first thing you're going to want...
Here's what I'll need them to do, though. If you have a question about what Bill is doing, how to download, if you have a question as he goes through the process, go ahead and type it in caps. That way I don't miss the question. So I want to really focus on the questions and make sure y'all can get your questions answered.
Okay. Yes, Loaded Coco says, I suspect Tracey is also living in a robe right now. Actually, she's not.
I'm not.
You can.
Here I am.
Yeah, here she is here.
No robe for me.
Now, we're in my part of the kingdom, as you can probably see that punching bag behind me.
Yeah.
But everything else, other than what I'm sitting in front of, Tracey has kind of claimed. But anyway, that's that. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started. Now, the very first thing you're going to want to do before you even begin to order digital images, use them, whether you get them from us or anyone else, you're going to want to make a home, a repository for your files where you can easily find them. Now, I've already made one here, but I'm going to show you how to make one. I'm taking nothing for granted, okay? So I'm going to make a file first, a folder on my desktop. Now, you can put it anywhere. You can put it in documents or whatever, but let's keep it simple. Let's put it right on the desk so you can get started. You don't have to think of nothing else except turn on my computer. I'm looking at my desk. I'm going to right click. It says new folder. When I click on new folder, I want to name it something. Now, here's why I name it. Okay, now that says untitled folder. I'm going to call it Bill's Digital folder or something.
What did you click on to name it?
Okay, let me start from scratch. Tracey's asking me what did I click on to name it. Maybe that might be something I need to talk about. So I'm going to right click on new folder. Down here, here's a name that says untitled folder. I need to click on it until I can type. Okay, so I'm going to go Bill's Digital Kingdom. That's good enough. So now I have a repository, right? I now have a place I can put all of my files, whether they're free or whether I've paid for them.
Yes.
Now, does anyone have any questions on that part?
Right. All your digital images will go in that area.
Lisa says no sound. Can anyone else hear? Well, the same thing Pam Bell says, what if you aren't on a desktop, but you're on an iPad or a tablet? You can do the same thing. Just create your folder there. And if in doubt how to do it, just go to YouTube and type in how to create a folder on my iPad desktop. And it'll probably be a 1-minute video that comes up that shows you exactly what to do. Okay? Tracey, any other questions I need to answer before I keep going?
No, they're doing good.
Okay.
Right, so if you have a question, just like Pam just did, just type the question in capital letters.
Right. If there's a question about this, type it in capital letters. Lisa Panaver has no sound. You may want to check your volume.
Everyone else saying sound.
Just in case. You may even have to restart your device or something. Okay. Now that we have our folder and we have a place to put our files, we do that in advance now. Do that before you order your image or get your free download. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to have a file that you downloaded somewhere on the computer. You're going to have no idea where it's at. And you're going to download it again. The same thing's going to happen. You run out of downloads. Then you can say, oh my God, I run out of downloads. What do I do? So have that file made. Cannot emphasize that enough. Okay, now I'm going to download the image. Let's see, where did I put that? Okay, I think I put it right here. Let's just do it right here. I think the last thing I did. Okay, now I've downloaded the image. Email. Now make sure in your email. Go ahead, Trace.
So is this the way it looks when it comes to your email?
Yes, this is how.
That's exactly how it looks.
When it comes to your email, when you download it, and you click on the link. You click on the link, you download this file. The link that you click on is going to take you to this page. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand that, right?
Yep. Show them with the cursor. Right. This is what the page
Right.
looks like.
So once you get your email, you click on the link. The link takes you to another page, which looks like they're going to click on download now. Let's say 5 downloads remaining. A lot of people think, oh my God, I only have 5 of them. No, that's not true. You have 5 downloads of this zip file, but once you download it, that file is on your device and it will be on there forever until you blow the device up. Now, if you have problems with this download or you run out because you're still trying to get it together, all you have to do is email me at admin@mindlesscrafting.com and I'll reset this for you to make sure that you can start again and we'll get you back on track. Okay,
so they said Bill is fading in and out. The sound is breaking up.
Okay, hold up. Let me try this. Y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, test it out.
Can you hear me?
I hear you well here on my end. Okay, so people are saying that they do hear you very good. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Vanessa Angel Rose said something. She said, I have my file folder titled Mindless Crafting. I always title my folders for the place where I get my digis. That's a good idea.
Hold up.
So she has her file folder.
Okay, hold up. Let's try one thing.
Oh, they cannot hear now.
Hold up. Okay, can you hear me now? Tell me, can you hear me now? No sound?
Everyone else saying sounds good.
Sound is gone. Hold up. Okay, you hear me now? See, everyone's saying yes, they hear me now.
Much better.
Okay. I wonder why Cynthia Odland doesn't hear. Okay, Cynthia, you may have to type her message, just telling her she may have to check her device or restart it. Okay. So now let's recap what we've done. We've made a file. People have named it to something they can find it on their desktop very easily. Okay. Now we're gonna download the file that we've gotten from our email after we made our order. Okay, so when I click on download now, it's going to say 4 downloads remaining because I just did one. Now, you see the download right here. Now, I have a Mac. Now, on Windows, it may operate differently, but if it does, you may have to just look that up or have one of your younger, like your kids, show you where that's at. But what I do is I click on that little arrow. I go to show. I don't click on open. Do not do that right now. Go to show in Finder. Okay, so now it comes up exactly where it's at. Now the tendency right now is to go ahead and click on that, but if you've done that,
oh, the mic is not in sync with the
okay, this is what I'm going to.
Sound is in and out.
Okay, let me go back to what I had before.
Yeah, some people said they were able to hear you fine.
Okay, let me just go back. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, he's trying to sync the mic.
This will be the last time. I'm sticking with this
Just
now.
hold on. See if we can get the mic to.
Okay. Okay. How about now? Let me move this.
I'm gonna restart this again. You're way out of sync right now. Oh, they said yeah.
Okay.
For the
You
mic.
hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sticking with this. So
Much better.
okay.
Okay. Oh, Cynthia said super. Okay.
Tell them to refresh the screen, Tracey.
No, she did good.
Okay, there are several people like Shirley Alexander who says she can't hear me. Maybe if she refreshes her screen.
It's good. You're delayed, I think. Go ahead.
Okay, so now let's get back to this. We've downloaded one of the files. You can see it right here. I clicked on that. I hit Show in Finder. I got over here. It comes up wherever on your computer is download or whatever. The tendency is going to be to want to click on this zip file. Don't do it right now. You need to be able to put it into this folder. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click on that folder and open it up. Y'all see what I did? I went up to my repository, Bill's Digital Kingdom. I double clicked on it. I opened it up. And now I'm going to show you two different ways. Here's the first way. Go to where that file is at. You're going to right click and go copy. Okay, now I'm going to go over to my repository, Bill's Digital Kingdom. Click in there, make sure I got it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to paste. Now my file is in there. Y'all see that? Okay. Just want to make sure. I want to make sure y'all got that.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions.
If you have any questions on that, let me know.
Yeah.
Now here's the other way.
Can you get rid of some of those other screens in the background? That way you just have the two screens up and then it's just easier to see.
All right.
Because it's like a whole lot of stuff.
Okay.
There. That way it's just the two things. That one too.
What one too? No, I have to show them how to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so now, what you mean, this one right here?
They got it. They said, yes, it sounds perfect. You're perfect. They get it, what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So now I'm clicking on Unity. Right here. I'm going to just simply click and drag it over like this into where I want it to go. I can keep both, stop, replace. I'll just say keep both so y'all can see that I did it. So you can pick whichever way you want. Personally, I like to copy it and paste it, you know, because that way I still have a backup just in case I accidentally do something crazy and now I can't find it. Okay?
I like to drag and drop. That's my thing.
Yeah, you can talk louder too. Tracey likes to drag and drop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so whatever's comfortable for you.
Ann Butler says, "So glad you're doing this video.
I can watch it whenever I need it." So she's gonna save it. Yeah.
Right. So for those of you that just make sure that you do this first, have that file created, your repository, and make sure that once you download it, you either copy and paste it into this file or you drag it into this file. So now I'm going to close this out. Okay. Now,
Okay, Vicki Jensen has a question.
Okay, what's the question, Vicki?
She says, "Can you just save it in there?"
Yeah, I just did it. That's what I prefer to do, in fact.
Okay.
Vicki.
It might be delayed. Yeah. So you already did that.
Yes. Vicki, I'll do it again just to make sure that Vicki sees that. Okay? I came over here. I downloaded it right here, right? With the download showed up right here, Vicki. I'm clicking on here. I need to find this exact download on my computer, wherever it exists. This is my one opportunity before I get to that file, that wherever my folder is, to go to that file without losing it. So I'm going to show it.
Go to the bottom of the screen.
Oh, I moved it. I removed it. Okay. But anyway, it normally would show up in the folder. Let me download another one. Okay, I'm downloading. Okay, Vicki, I downloaded. I'm going to show it in Finder. Here's another one that I just downloaded. Okay.
What's the name of it?
It's called Unity.
Right.
Right. So I'm going to double click this. Here's Bill's Digital Kingdom. I'm going to go to Unity. Excuse me. I'm going to right click, copy Unity zip. I'm going to go over to Bill's digital file, right click, paste. Anyway, then I'll just replace, and then I just put it in here. I'm going to stop it, but y'all see what I did. Right.
So, okay, so Vanessa says, I think that she means, can you just download it straight to the folder?
I don't know. It's possible that you can, but if you can, that's good. On my system, on my Mac, this is how I have to do it.
Right, but you can test your system out and see if you can do it that way.
Yeah, I'm thinking that on a Mac, on the Windows, you can right click and it'll say save as, and when you save as, it'll actually take them to the folder. Mine doesn't do it like that. So anyway, just play around with that until you understand that you have your file on your folder and you're able to save it into that folder so that you know exactly where it's at.
Right. Each computer is going to be slightly different, so you might have a different function. It could be like a right click, or you can just save straight to the folder. It just depends on what computer system you're using.
Right.
Yes, so Vanessa's saying, yes, you can. If you have Windows, you can download it straight to the folder.
Well, there you go.
That's a good, so that answers the question. Thank you, Vanessa.
Exactly.
We also, like Bill and I use a MacBook. Bill uses
an iMac.
An iMac. So, but you can also do it on your iPad, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have so many different devices. So we're just trying to give you the general, just a general idea of how to do the same thing.
Right, but that's the process. Now, here's another thing. Now, here's the thing. If in doubt, you can always go to YouTube and just type in something simple, whatever your question is, in the language the best language you know to word it, how to create a file on my desktop, on my Windows desktop, how to download the file to a folder on my Windows.
Okay, she's got it.
Right.
Yeah, she has Windows, so Vicky said she got it.
Okay, now that we got that, okay, let's go ahead and download. Where's it at? I don't want to confuse y'all with all this moving.
There's too many screens.
Hold up. Right. Okay, I do it in real time for y'all. Okay, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to type in. Let me finish telling them, Trace. I'm fixing to type in here LibreOffice. Okay. LIBREOFFICE.
Okay. And what does LibreOffice do?
I'm about to tell them. Once I load it up, I know I'm going to show them. Right. Okay, now, when I get to LibreOffice, this device is going to allow me to manipulate my digital files. You're going to need an editor. You can't just take these files and click on them and think you're going to just manipulate it without something. You're going to need something, whether it's Google Docs, Microsoft Word, Pages. Some people use Paint.
Right. I have, on my computer, on my MacBook Pro, I have Pages. And so that's similar to like a Word document. So that's what I use on my platform to manipulate my images.
Right. So now, when you come here to LibreOffice, you can go right from here and click on free Office download, but you might as well just go right here to download. Okay? No, I don't want that. Yeah, there it is. Now, when you come on here, you're going to see this page. It's going to say choose your operating system. Usually, LibreOffice, through the algorithms that it uses, it knows what system you has automatically. But if not, click on that and pick whether you have Windows. Most of you don't have Linux. You're either going to have a Mac or you're going to have Windows. But it usually will pick up what it is you want, what you have. Once you get it, I'm going to go ahead. Let me get rid of this stuff here. I'm going to download it again to show you everything. So I download it. Okay. Now, waiting for it to do what it does. Of course, you can contribute to these people if you like. Some people do. They do it for free. It's going to show you. It's downloading right here at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Now, this is what I do on my Mac.
Dev Couture uses Linux.
Okay, but Dev Couture, then
That's great.
That's what you would do. So you go to Show and Finder, right? So I know exactly what it is. Now in this case, I don't have to drag it out. I can go ahead and just double click on this thing. What it is. Now in this case, I don't have to click on this thing.
What thing?
LibreOffice that I just downloaded.
Oh, find the file. Okay.
Right. So now it's opening LibreOffice. What I just opened. Downloaded. LibreOffice. What I just opened. Okay, what I just downloaded. Okay, just for those of you that are just tuning in, if you have a question, I know y'all are following along, and I love what y'all are doing, because what you're doing is you're paying attention and following along. If you have a question, type it in caps. So I don't want you to think that you can't ask a question, and if I can't jump in right now and read the question, what I'll do is I'll wait a little bit. Yes. Now, Marlene Watts asks a very good question. Will OpenOffice work for this? Yes, it will. In fact, LibreOffice used to be OpenOffice, and then they migrated and became OpenOffice became LibreOffice. So this will be the more modern construct of it. But OpenOffice works absolutely perfectly. Now, on a Mac, the way we activate our files, we click on this right here and just drag it over into the applications like that. Now, it asks, do I want to replace it or whatever. Anyway, you just go ahead and click on that. I'm going to put stop because I've already downloaded. Eventually, it will go ahead and download, and it will pop right on up into your system, and it looks like this. Okay? When it comes up, LibreOffice. Real simple type device. When it comes up, you have like Writer, Document, Calc, Spreadsheet, Impress, Math, all kind of stuff. The only thing you're interested in is drawing. That's all you care about. All this other stuff, thank you, but I don't need it. Okay, now, for what we're trying to do. I'm going to click on drawing, and this construct comes up. Okay, the beauty of, I've kind of resized this because we also have a new digital download that we just came out with. It's called the Unity Digital Stamp Set. So I'm going to be using this right here. So that way, you know, you can see what's happening. I'm going to use some other ones also. You're going to use the files from there, okay? Yes. Okay. So now y'all got that so far. Now, if you haven't already downloaded it, no problem. Just go ahead and follow along. And you can go back and do the replay and do exactly what I'm doing. Some of you have already downloaded either OpenOffice or LibreOffice. What I like about these particular software is that they're absolutely free and they're impeccable in their performance. If you already have something on your computer, like if you already have a program like Word or Pages or whatever it is you're using, you don't need to download. You don't need to do this step and download anything. So yeah, if you may already have something on your system already. Okay, Vicky Jensen said you lost us or something. Oh, someone lost. Can y'all hear us? Let me ask that question first. We'll probably start another video. Can y'all hear me? Someone else can see it because they can see the digital. Let's see. Okay, Pam Bell says she can. Tell Vicky Jensen Tracey to refresh her screen or something. Shirley Alexander, Google Docs works incredibly well. Incredibly. I mean, in fact, I may come on at another time and just do it with Google Docs because some people don't understand just how powerful that is because we only use it for one thing, you know, but it's incredible actually, but because it gives you a little bit more latitude to do a few more things. Okay, now I have this free construct downloaded. Go ahead, Tracey. Lisa says that I have Word on my computer, but cannot for some reason resize the object. I know exactly what you're doing. I don't have Word on here. I used to have it on another thing, but probably what you're going to have to do. Okay, go and watch my Okay, in the description at the end of this video, I'm going to put the playlist up. I encourage you to watch the playlist and go to the video on Microsoft, because when you go into Microsoft and go into the drawing construct, you're going to right click and you have to just click one thing. It allows you to move it. And you'll see it in the video. I don't want to confuse you by trying to talk about it without you seeing it. But when you do that one thing, it is so easy. You're going to say, is that all I had to do? You know? So please watch that video. I have a video that I've done.
It's Microsoft Word, right?
I have a video for Microsoft Word, a video for Pages, a video for all of those things individually. So, and I've answered all of those questions to the best of my ability. And I guess if you still have a question on it, just email me and admin at mindlesscrafting.com. And if I can, I'll try to answer that. Okay, now I have this here. Let's go ahead and start playing around with this. There are two ways I can bring these files in here. First, let me go to my little repository, Bill's Digital Kingdom. I'm going to double click on here, open it up. Now, I see the zip file, but what do? All I have to do is double click on it, and it opens up to the folder to reveal the folder that shows all of the various images. There should be 21 images in this set. Y'all see that? Okay, it's very simple. Once you've downloaded it properly, you put it in a place you can find. The zip file is there. We double click on it to open it. Some people will right click and put open, just put open, but you can just double click and it'll do the same thing. Okay, so now if I click over here, it'll show the images. Now I can.
What'd you click on?
I click on the image.
The actual word. Okay.
Yes. Now you can go individually like this and go right down the line. But what I find to be more helpful is once I'm in there, if you look at your computer keyboard, you'll see some arrows, one going to the right, one going to the left, one going up, and one going down. You see that? If so, then go to the down arrow and just start going down the line.
Hold on one moment, let them catch up.
You see what I'm doing? I went right to the arrows. I can go up or down. Right.
On your computer. Okay.
Or on theirs too, as long as they have the keyboard.
Or if they have a mouse.
Well, the mouse will only let them click on it. They can click on it and go from file to file like that. It's a slower process though. Yeah. But anyway, take either one of those. Thank you, Tracey, for putting that up there. How to download digital images and resize in Word.
Yeah, I just put that on here.
Yes, that's the one you're going to need. I promise you. The answer to your question is on there because I repeated that exact thing about how to move the image probably 10 times in that video because I knew people were going to have problems with that. So I intentionally said it over and over and over and over again to make sure that you heard that. Okay, now let's keep going. Now here are the two ways you can bring this in. I'm going to move this over here. Let's say, for instance, I want this heart. I'm going to click on it like that and just drag it over and it comes right in there. Y'all see that? You can just drag it over into the thing or...
So you're dragging from the folder into pages.
Into the construct.
This is LibreOffice. So that's what he's doing. He's dragging the image from the...
Right, I'll do it again.
From the folder into LibreOffice. So in order to do that, what do?
I click on it, put my mouse right on the image that I want. I'm left clicking, dragging it over. Now I'm letting it go, let my mouse go. I left click, drag it over, let it go. Okay? So now we have it in here.
Okay, let's see. Did y'all understand that?
Okay, so now, watch this. If I click on here, I want to make sure I see that hand. If I don't see that hand, sometimes it'll disappear like that. I can't do anything. I have to see the hand. And then I can left click, and I can drag it over. Now, I don't like to do it like that.
Say you wanted the green stuff around it. The green dots.
Yes.
Around it. Tell them what those mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. That's a good question. Thank you, Tracy. Now I said I was gonna show them two. Bring it in. Number one was dragging. And here's the second way. Okay, the second way is to just come right here. See at the top where it says insert? Right there. I'm gonna click insert, click image, and this construct comes up. I'm gonna go to my desktop, go to my folder, which is called Bill's Digital Kingdom, go to Unity, and now I'm right back here again in the same thing. So now let's say I want to get say I want that one. I touch that and I just click open and it comes in. So you have those two different ways to bring it in. Whichever way makes you happy. Tracy likes dragging more, I think. You know, it's very easy because you can just drag, 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 and it's kind of fast. Okay, now let's talk about these green arrows over here. If I go to the corner, top corner, and I left click.
Right. If it doesn't have green around it, then you can't manipulate it.
Right.
So you see how Bill has the green there? If it has the green around it, and you may have something else, it might be red, it might be some little lines around the image, then you can't manipulate it unless it has that green. So Bill, go to the heart. Click on it. You see how it's highlighted now? Now he can manipulate that image. So you can only manipulate an image if it's selected. If it's not selected and highlighted in that green or whatever your computer does,
you can't
manipulate it. So you'll be over there struggling, okay?
Right, and you have to see the hand. Now, if you try to go over to it and you can't get to it,
right,
it's because you don't see that hand.
So you got to click it.
Now, here's something else to know. Now, sometimes you'll pull it. Now, you see the dimensions of this heart. Sometimes you're going to pull it. Now, right now, the heart is uniformly, the ratio of size stays the same. If I go to the side, however, if I do it, it doesn't hold that, right? Now, let's get back to the original size. There are two ways I can get back. I can go up to the top right here to where it says edit, and here's an undo. Okay, if I click on undo, it goes back to the original size. But let's say I really like what I did. I go back up here and I click on redo. See how, but now I can also go command or control Z if you're doing it on Windows, command Z. But to keep it simple, just go up here to edit and undo or redo. That'll keep it real simple. Any questions on that so far? Okay.
Let's see, Joanne. I am so sorry. I just don't understand it.
Oh, don't worry, Joanne.
Joanne, are you just tuning in with us?
You can always go over to replay.
Yes.
And I think it'll break it down. Now let me touch this again. Now here it is green. If I want to rotate this or something, let me show you a couple things I can do. If I click it again, it turns red. Once it turns red, this allows me to go to the corner. Does I see that circle right there? If I left click, I can turn it around to a different angle. See what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, but let's say I want to go back to the original. I'm going to go to edit, undo, and go back to the original. Now I can also go over here. See where it says rotation? See right here. I'm going to grab this little line right here, and I can rotate from here. Y'all see that? Now, I'm going to go back up here to edit at the top. Click. Click undo to go right back. Let me go back again because I wanted to go back to the original. Don't worry about that. Watch this. I can also go over here. I'm going to put 0. That'll take him back to the beginning. And go a different incline. You may want to put this at a different angle. So you can do it like that also. So let me go back to just a straight 0%. Okay, y'all got that so far. Let's do a couple. Now, here's something else you can do. See right here, this says you can flip the selected object vertically. Let's click on that. I can go vertically. If I keep clicking, left clicking, it goes up or down, whatever. This one allows the selected object horizontally. So let's do that. Y'all see that? I can play around with both. Okay. Okay. So now y'all got that. So just know that you can do that. Okay, now let's do a couple other things. I'm gonna take this image, left click on it. I notice how I'm experiencing a delay when I drag it over, and then it pops over there. But I like to see mine in real time. As long as these green dots around here are selected, you can go to those arrows on your keyboard, the 4 arrows on your on this right here, on this keyboard. I'll see it right there. These 4 arrows right here. Okay, you go there, and this is what you're going to use. Then go. I can go to the left. I go down, right, up. You see what I'm saying? So that allows me to kind of see it in real time move. I like to be able to have more control, and to use that, those arrows allows me to really microscopically move that thing the way I like it, instead of dragging and hope by some act of God I've got it to where I want it to be. Okay? Does that make sense to you all?
Michelle Trito says, I kind of remember Norm showing me this. Awesome.
Norm is a good guy.
Dan Butler says, Joanne, this is great. She says, Joanne, I would suggest, like Bill said, to go and possibly do it along with him.
Right.
If you have not purchased a digital stamp, use the free one.
Yes.
Yeah, that we released recently. Yeah, so I encourage you to play with those free digital stamps.
Yes.
So that you feel comfortable doing it, and then go to the, if you want to purchase our stamp sets. So yeah, use those free ones to practice.
Right. For instance, like I think Vanessa asked a question the other day, and I'm going to show y'all something. Let me go over to my other file, my Digi File Central. Okay. The tags. I'm going to double click, open up the folder that reveals the tags. Vanessa was asking, where do I find the tag that has the inner lines or whatever? So
the layering.
Right.
Yes, layering.
So let's say I want this one, hypothetically. I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag it in here. Okay. So now here's my tag, right? Watch this. Now I'm going to go and get another one. I'm going to drag it in here. Now I'm going to go to the corner.
Click on it.
Click on it. Make sure you see those green things around it. I'm going to slightly make it smaller. Now I'm going to move it over. Now watch this. If it's not quite fitting the way you want, go to this side right here, and this will pull up just that end. See, just that side right there will go up. Just the size you need.
Make it a little bit smaller, babe.
What?
The inner part of the tag.
Okay, Tracey says make it smaller. I like that.
So you have to select the one that you want, right? So if you select that outside one again, how do you go from selecting that inner one to adjust it to selecting the outside one?
Yeah, we'll get to that. But see how you notice how right here on the right side it's a smaller space than it is over here. It seems to be more space, and I want it more uniform. The more I keep trying to drag it with this mouse, it's very difficult. That's why I'm getting ready to use these arrows right here. I'm going to pick this arrow right here. And I'm going to just kind of micro.
And it might be something different on someone else.
I'm going to go up a little bit, down. So you see what I'm saying? I can play around with what I want it to do.
Or you can just select the whole thing and drag it, right?
Right.
Because I think I do that with my mouse. I just select it and drag it up or down.
Right. But now on Tracy's and Pages, you can actually drag it without any. It's a smooth drag, Tracy.
Right.
In LibreOffice, it's not a smooth drag. That's why I like to use these arrows.
Gotcha.
Now, Now, here's a common problem people have. They say, ooh, I like this. I want to make this smaller, both of them. I have to go through the process of first making this one smaller, then grabbing this one and making it smaller? That's too long of a process. So let me come here and get rid of those two steps I just did. I'll go to edit, undo to get back where I want to go. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to left click on the outs on this right here. I'm going to hit.
What did you left click on what?
On this. I have two
On
different folders.
Okay.
I have two different images. I have one on the outside.
Okay.
This one right here. Go to the very outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to touch shift. That's this right here. I'm going to hold
Shift key.
my shift key. I'm touching that. Now that I've touched the outside, now I'm going to go to the inside. I'm clicking on that. See how it turned blue? Now, I have now selected both of these images. Okay? Now I'm going to right click at the, see how it comes up, cut, copy, paste, position, line, and all those different things. I'm going to go to the bottom and click on group. Now that I've hit group, those blue dots have now turned green, which means this is now one image. I can now go to the corner and just drag it or do whatever as one unit. Oh, now look at that. You see how it changed into a different shape? Just in case, I'm going to show y'all something else. Let's go to edit, undo. If you don't want to take the chance of it changing shapes, once again, click on shift right here. Just hold it down. Don't just click on it. You got to hold shift. And as you hold shift, you can drag this thing and it will hold the shape. It will hold the exact ratio of width to height. Y'all see that?
Yes. They said you're doing a good job, babe.
Vicky.
She said, does that work? Vicky says, does that work in any program?
Yes, Vicky, for the most part, the same concepts hold true. Now, Vicky, what program do you use? Tell us that, and then I kind of answer the question.
Let's see. I think she said, does she have Windows? Vanessa Angel Rose says she learned something new today, babe.
Okay, we're going to get deeper, Vanessa, trust me. Okay.
Oh, C. LaFrance said, this is amazing, Bill. You are a great teacher. I just put a butterfly on the tag.
Right.
Awesome.
Now watch this. Okay, now let's just take this. Let's say.
June.
Okay, let me get rid of this. I'm going to delete this. I'm clicking. I'm left clicking on it, and now I'm hitting. I'm touching delete. I'm going that way, but you can click on this, right click. Well, I thought you you can do cut, but I don't want to do cut. Let's just click on it and touch delete. And I'm done with it, okay? Now, it's out of here. Let's say I like the way this looks.
Right, because you can start from scratch.
Right, I love the way this looks. So let me go ahead and make me some copies of this. I'm going to right click on here. I want to hit.
Vanessa says.
Go ahead. Let's hear the question first.
Vanessa says, I am using OpenOffice and following his steps, and it works.
Yes, OpenOffice. In fact, I use OpenOffice first. Understand, OpenOffice and LibreOffice are the exact same people. OpenOffice just kind of, they decided to change their business partners and business format. They created a new company called LibreOffice. They took pretty much the same concepts, revamped it just ever so slightly. It's basically the same thing, to be perfectly honest. And they just named it LibreOffice. You can go to either one and get OpenOffice or LibreOffice, and you get the exact same results. But me being who I am, since LibreOffice is a newer company, I decided to do that one.
Created to bless June Ellen, you will be able to watch the replay on this. We're going to leave it up because we're hoping that it will be helpful to someone. So we're going to leave it up.
Right. So, okay, now let's play around. Let's say, for instance, I say, you know what? I kind of like this design and I want to create something. I don't feel like doing this every time I get ready to make some tags or whatever. So let me make a few of these. So I'm going to, on my page, this is the same size page, 8 by 11.5 or whatever size page. You can see right here, properties. If I click over here, where's it at? Hold up. Here it is. It's the letter size. You can click all different sizes that you want. I want letter, okay? Because I can get more done by doing letter. Okay, now I'm going to click on left click on this. Now I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit copy. Now I'm clicking outside of this to make sure the green lines are gone. I'm right clicking. I'm clicking paste. Now it pastes exactly on top of this. So where you see that green outline, just right click to the highlights and just drag it on over somewhere else. See what I'm saying? So now I'm going to drag it down. Suppose I don't want it that exact size. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to resize that because I want to create different sizes for different uses. Oh man, it kind of didn't drag the size that I wanted. Well, I'll just cheat and go like this and just kind of eyeball it. Okay, I like that size. I'm going to make another one of these. So I'm going to just right click.
Copy and paste. Yep.
Copy. Click. Right click. Paste. Go back over to the green outlines. Left click. Drag it over. Okay, I'm going to use my arrows now. Right arrow. I'm going to use these arrows right here. See, watch this. I'm going to click on it. I'm clicking it now, right? I'm going to go down. Okay? Y'all see what I did right there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make a few more of these. Okay, I'm going to right click. Let's see if it'll paste right off the bat. Paste. Yeah, it will. So watch this. I'm going to make this one smaller. I'm going to pull from the top, but I'm going to hit hold shift. Just pull it down. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to copy. Hold up. Right click, copy.
That's what I usually do.
Right click, paste. Grab that, pull it over.
Because it's layering on top of it.
Y'all see what I'm doing though, right? Copy, right click, paste. Go down, left click, drag it up. But let's say this is what I like. I say, oh, I really like this. Now, I want to be able to come back at any time I feel like and do this without having to go through all the steps, resizing and everything like that. So I'm going to go up here to the top right here where it says File. I'm going to go click, Save As. Okay. Now, I'm going to name this Tag Bonanza. So I'm just coming to anything. Tag Bonanza, okay? Now, I don't want to just save it right now. I want to be able to find this. So how about okay, if I can't find that exact file, in Mac, I would actually come over to this little arrow. And I'm going to go right here to desktop, go to Bill's Digital Kingdom. Now, I could just put it anywhere, but I really like digital images. And I plan on doing a lot of them. So let me click inside of here. I'm going to create a new folder by clicking on this. I'm going to name, since we're in the month of February, I'll just say it's the second month, February. Okay. Okay, I am. Okay, so now, hold on, Trace. I just created that folder, Unity. Right? I mean, February. So I'm going to save this Tag Bonanza into February. So now I'm going to close this out. Right? I'm going to create. Oh, hold up. Let me click this right here. LibreOffice. I want to do another one. So now I have a whole new construct, right? Suppose I start doing something else. Let's play with the.
D. McKinney has a question.
Go ahead. What is the question?
She says, I missed the beginning. Are both the Open Office and Office Libre
yes.
Free downloads?
Yes, LibreOffice and OpenOffice are free. They're both the same thing. OpenOffice was the original company. They broke off and they closed down. Even though they leave the download, they left the download up, and they became LibreOffice. So the most current company and the only one that's actually truly still in existence is LibreOffice, but it's really the same people as OpenOffice. Okay. Okay. So now I have this. Let's play around with Unity. I'm gonna go over here.
And the Unity is our newest stamp set.
Yes. Let me click on. I'm gonna click on this, and I want to see something. I'm gonna go over to here. I'm gonna go to this down right here. See that? I'm just clicking, click, 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 click,
Or
click,
use your,
click.
Right.
Right.
It lets you see your images. Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So now that I have that, I'm going to left click on this and drag it over and let it go. Y'all got that? Okay, now that I have this, let's play. We're fixing to play now a little bit. So now that I have this, I'm going to kind of...
Oh, we got a sale, the 10%.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, here's the Unity digital stamp set.
21 images.
Yep. Let's go to Trace. Hold up. Let's do this. Okay, if you go to Mindless Crafting, right here on the first page, right here, you see the Unity digital stamp set. So basically, you can buy it from here. And if you go down even further, if you really need it to, it's down here in the digital section too. But no need to go down that far. Time you go to the site, it's right here. So obviously, if you click on it, it'll take you right to the page. It's normally $11.99. Right now, it's $10.80. Okay? You have 21 images. That's an awful lot of images. And we really selected this particular stamp set on purpose. We were very diligent about this because if you look at the images, she's talking about unity, keep your head up. I'm listening. You are not alone. I hear you. Our differences are what make us special. Oftentimes, there are things that are going on all around us that you really want to reach out and say something to different friends or people you know, or just someone. So maybe there's someone that you go to the grocery store and they do such a great job, or at the library, or somewhere at the doctor's office, and the only thing that separates us is the color of our skin, or where we are, or where we came from, or something which shouldn't separate us. And you want to say something, just something like, "I'm listening." That's all you want to say. Make a card, just give it to them.
Words are powerful.
You are not alone. I mean, you have no idea how. We gave a card to someone that had said something similar to that, and I'm telling you, the person started crying right there on the spot. Tears were rolling down their face. It was absolutely just, and I couldn't help but have tears in my eyes welling up as a result of it. So, hey, just remember, our differences are what make us special.
Yep.
Now, let's get back to this for a second.
Let's see. Sheila Overstreet says, I have an iPad, so how does this work for me? She has an iPad.
Basically, you'll do the same thing. Can I tell you what?
Is there a program on the iPad? I would think so.
I would think so too. Watch this. I'm just going to type this in here.
Let's.
Hold a second.
Does anyone else on this platform use an iPad to manipulate their digitals? I would think that it would be, because to me, iPad is pretty top of the line.
Okay, look at this right here.
Uh-huh.
Is LibreOffice available for iPad? It's available for iPad and on Chromebooks. So basically, you'll just go right here, once again, to LibreOffice, do it on your iPad, and just go through the prompts and download it.
That's what Caroline. Thanks, Caroline Roussel.
That's a good question.
She said, Caroline Roussel said, you need to install the software such as Office on your iPad.
Right, OpenOffice.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or LibreOffice, either one. LibreOffice.
But there might be something already on the iPad too, right?
Well, I've never looked at it. Maybe I need to look at it and come back and do it on my iPad just in case. But right now, this concept will work no matter what you're using. That's for sure. It's as far as except for phones. I don't know much about phones. I tried to look at different things of phones, and I just simply couldn't find anything that was really easy. Okay, let's get back to this. We're fixing to play for a second. I've downloaded this heart. Okay, I'm sliding it down. I'm grabbing this corner. I'm left clicking right here. Okay, let me make it bigger. I want to make sure I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to try this way now. Let me go to Insert, Image. I'm going to go to Desktop, Bill's Digital Kingdom. It's Unity. I like this right here. Let me try this one right here. I'm bringing that one in. Ooh, look how it landed. Okay, y'all see that? It kind of landed right there. Something came to my mind. Watch this. I'm going to come right here, just like that. Hold on, wait. About like that. I kind of like that. Now, how y'all like that? Isn't that kind of cool? Oh, sure, certainly, Vanessa Angel Rose. I'll do the group function again. Okay, but let me show y'all something right quick. I'm going to pull this down for a second. Okay, suppose I like it. Now watch this. See how the black completely overshadows the front. If I go here, see how the green outline is around these two, the man and the woman here. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go down to Arrange. You have bring to front, bring forward, send backward, send it back. If I only have two images, it don't matter what I have, what I do. I can, if I have 10 images lined up and I come right here and if I go send backward, it sends it back one level. If I put send to back, it'll send it back to the 10th level, all the way to the very end of whatever I have. But let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to just send this backward. So now the heart is in front of these people. Y'all see that? Let's suppose y'all like both, but say you like both of these, and I do like this one. So I'm going to save it in both versions. Okay, so I'm going to click on the top one. Excuse me, hold up. Go to the very outer edge. I'm going to hold shift. See this shift right here? I'm going to hold. I'm holding this shift down. I'm not letting it go. I'm now going to touch on down here on the heart. Now, y'all see how the green image has formed around this. Y'all got that? Now I'm going to right click on that, go to the bottom where it says group, click, it is now grouped together as one solid image. I can now take this image, resize up. Look how I did this. See how I just changed the size? I don't like how that looks.
It looks distorted.
It looks distorted. So let's undo that. I'm going back up here to edit at the top. Clicking on it, I'm going to do undo. This time, I'm going to hold shift. See shift right there? I'm going to hold shift. And while I hold shift, I'm grabbing the green corner. And now I'm going to pull it down, and now it's going to keep the exact same aspect ratio of width to height. Any questions on that?
No questions so far.
Okay, now.
Let me just hold on one moment. They said Apple. Caroline Roussel says Apple has apps. You need to go to the App Store on your iPad and find the appropriate app that has the Office software and download it. Oh, okay.
There you go. Who said that? Thank you, Caroline. Caroline Roussel says, yes, I heard. I'm about to repeat what Tracey just said. I can't stop myself, y'all.
You can't.
Okay, now watch this. Now, I want to keep it, I want to have both versions. I like the one with the woman behind, and I like the one with the man and woman in front. So I'm going to copy this, right click, copy, right click, paste. Now, I'm going to go over here. I'm left clicking, and I'm going to drag this over here. So now I have two copies. Okay?
Brenda Bodwin said, "Great info."
Now I'm going to write.
And thank you, Brenda, for the I keep saying the Snapchat.
The super chat?
The super chat.
Oh, thank you, Brenda Bodwin.
Thanks, Brenda.
Okay, now I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to, hold up.
I just want to say that y'all are a wealth of information on here right now. I'm reading the comments, and I love that y'all are coming in to help, you know? And so I think Bill is doing a really good job. We don't have the answers to everything.
Well, you're getting ready. You can ready. Oh, yes,
but
true.
But guess what? We're working through it. And in turn, not only are you going to learn something, but we're learning as well.
Exactly. So now I right clicked on that image, right? I'm going to come down here where it says ungroup. Y'all got that? I'm going to click on this, ungroup. So it is now ungrouped. I'm going to go to the top, click on that. I'm going to right click, go down to where it says arrange. I'm going to bring that to the front, or I can hit bring forward, either one. And now that image is in the front. So now I'm going to hold down on shift, click this bottom part that does not have a green line around it. Now the entire thing has the blue dots. I'm going to right click, come down to the bottom, group. I now have two different versions. I have one that has the man and woman in the back of the heart, and one that has the man and woman in front of the heart.
And you can flip too.
Now watch this. That's a good one, Tracy. So I click right here. Now you can come over here to the side and do different things, but I like to just stay right on here and right click, and I come down here to flip. See, everything you want to do, you can kind of do right here. So I can flip it vertically, right click, flip, vertically, right click, horizontally. Now if that seems long, just come over here. See what I'm saying? Okay. So how y'all like that so far? Okay, now let's play around some more.
Brenda Bodwin said, "Thank you, Brenda." She said, "I'm paying my class fee for Bill's digital stamps for dummies. Awesome." They said, "You are teaching that class, Bill."
Okay, now let's come over here for a second. Now watch this. Right about now, I'm thinking, what if I put a tag? I have a question about a tag. I forgot. Let me just put this on pause for a second. Let me come over here to the top. See right here where it says File, File. I'm coming down to where it says Recent Documents, Tag Bonanza. I'm clicking on that, and now the image that I saved, that I made earlier, comes up. I have to make that because I saved it. Y'all see the beauty of this? Suppose you having that time where you say, oh my God, I just have a block. I can't seem to craft. Well, let me take some time with my digital images, and just play around and resize and make scenes or do whatever I'm going to do. Then I'm going to come over here, File, Save As, and go ahead. Now I have them.
Now, can you drag that couple into the tag? That whole thing, the heart.
That's a very good question. I don't know. I've never tried it.
Repeat it. They may not have heard.
Let's find out.
Repeat what I said.
Tracy asked me, can I drag this heart right here over here into this tag? I don't know. I've never tried it. Let's see what happens.
Or you would have to just...
No, I cannot do it.
So you would have to go get that folder and just drag it into the tag.
Let me undo. What happens though if I go copy and I come over here and go paste? I can do that.
So now how would you get it in the tag?
So now I take this, and first of all, I would resize it. I would come to the corner. I'm going to hold down on shift to make sure it keeps the same aspect ratio of height to width. I'm pulling it down to make it somewhat smaller. That's pretty good. I can drag this over like that, but y'all know how I feel about that. I'm instead going to use my arrows, right or left, and I'm going to slide it over Go down or up. Let's say I go down up to the middle. But anyway, just kind of play around with that.
Brenda said she was just getting ready to ask that. Can you combine from 2 different stamp sets? Yes, you can.
Copy and paste.
All day long. Yep.
Just copy and paste. Now, let's really play around for a second. Okay. What's the question?
When I download, they come in individually. Some of them have a black background. That's Marcia Burton.
Marcia Burton. So Marcia Burton, you're using LibreOffice or OpenOffice? And type your answer in caps so I can see. I don't know how that could happen when I download. Because, well, first of all, when you download, they should come in a zip file. All of them are tied up in a zip file, Marcia. Look at this. If I come over here, here I am. Okay, watch this, Marcia. Let me get rid of this. If I download this right here, and now here's the download. I show it in Finder. Here it is. I go over here. I drag it over into here, into my Bill's Digital Kingdom. It's now the only thing that can possibly be in your folder is the zip file. If I open up that zip file, the only thing that can possibly be in here are the images that I have zipped up, which are all PNG transparent images. So I don't know what's happening in your particular case. Okay, so let me close this down. So go ahead and watch the replay in case you did something different. Okay, now let's play around a little bit more. Let's
see, someone had.
Okay, look at this. I see a star. I'm going to pull this over. If there are any questions, Tracy, go ahead.
Can you change the images?
Change them how?
Such as take the line out of the heart.
Take the line. What line?
I don't see it.
What? No, the images are the images at this point.
Yeah, the images are original images from our stamp sets.
Right, so now I'm going to do like this. I kind of like that way that looks right there. Okay, so I'm going to go, what else can I have in here? Let me, instead of guessing, I'm going to click on Be Kinder, use my down arrow board right here. I'm going to use the down arrow so I can just go through and see what it is that I want. See if there's something I like. I kind of like this one. I hear you. Let me do that one. Okay.
Right, so you can actually create your entire card.
Okay. I kind of like that so far. What about you, Trace? Suppose I want to bring that down just a touch.
Or make the word smaller.
Okay, let's try making it smaller.
To me, it's inside of the people, so, you know,
Command
separated
C.
from the people. I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Hold up. Sometimes you got to play around with it. You got to make sure that that outside is connected. Okay. I'm going to use my arrows and kind of go up to get it out of there. What, like that?
Yeah, so it's not on the people.
Okay. let me come down. I want to make this head go up a little bit more.
Are y'all having a bad connection? Probably needed to, yeah, you might have to kind of refresh your screen, come back, go off and come back in.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking this is high time on Friday. It's going to be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
For people to, I'm thinking there's a lot of people on the YouTube right now.
Yeah. Some of you may have to watch the replay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure that once it uploads completely to YouTube, they'll in the processing phase of the upload and that sort of thing, they'll work out all the kinks in sound. So now let's suppose I like this right here, and I want to save that for later. Click on this, hold shift, click on the heart, keep shift held. They got to keep holding on shift. Now I'm clicking on the bottom. Now all of those are selected. I can now take my hand off of shift, right click, and go down to the bottom and hit group. So now that I have group done, it's now one image. It's all grouped together. I'm going to resize this to make sure it holds its form. I'm going to hold on to shift as I grab it from the corner. That way I can make sure that the aspect ratio width to height kind of stays the same. Now, I kind of want to put this here where it's kind of shaped about the size of a card, because this is the size of an 8 by 11 page. And that will kind of fit that right there.
Oh, good. Deb McKinney said she went ahead and downloaded LIBRE. Is it LibreOffice?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I hope it works. D. McKinney, let me know how it works.
She said, thank you, Bill. She's going to go back and do it with the live, like doing it right with you.
Yes, make sure you do that, because now I don't know when I'm going to come back on. I'm going to come back on and go back over some stuff once I see what kind of questions y'all really have.
Vicki, you're right. You cannot change the image, but you can flip it.
Right.
So if you wanted to have like an image where that
right here.
Take something where that really will show it. The boy and the girl at the bottom.
Okay, how about this?
The boy and the girl at the bottom, and then flip it so the girl's on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me touch this. I'm going to right click. I'm going to ungroup it. Now they're ungrouped. Click on the head. See how the green outline is only around this. I'm going to right click. I'm now going to flip.
Move it so it's over somewhere where they can really see it.
But no, they can see it now. Watch this. Now I'm going to flip horizontally. See, y'all see how I did that? Or you can come over here. See where it says flip? Go to flip horizontally and just click. I can click all day long. I can even flip it vertically. Y'all see that? I like the girl better on that side. For some reason, when the boy is on that side, it doesn't seem to have the same impact for me personally.
But just with one image. You can do this with all of your images, though. Let's see. Brenda Bodwin says, I agree. I'm going to watch this from the beginning, too. I bought a laptop just for doing the digital downloads. It's time I use it. Awesome. Truth and Reason says, this is great. I got here late, but I'm saving the video to refer to.
And NetWare, if you've never done this in Microsoft Word, I implore you to watch the video that we've created on how to manipulate digital images in Microsoft Word. Because what's going to happen if you don't know, you're going to download the image into Microsoft Word into the drawing area, and then you're going to try to move it, and you're not going to be able to, and you're going to try everything. But there's one thing you have to do, and when you see that one thing, you're going to say, oh, it's going to completely revolutionize your experience. So go and watch that, because I've mentioned it probably 10 times all throughout the video to make sure you know.
Deb C says, I bet you can open the PNG files in Paint and color them.
You can.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. Yes.
You can do that.
People have actually posted that in the group.
Now, let me do this for a second. I'm going to regroup this. So I clicked on I hear you. I'm holding down shift. I'm clicking on the heart. I'm clicking on the bottom. I'm now right-clicking in the middle. I'm grouping it back together. I'm right-clicking, copying, right-click, paste. I'm now dragging up to the top another version because I want to save this. I kind of like this, and I want to have multiple copies so that when I decide to later on decide to make it for a card or something, I'll have it. So I'm going to right-click, paste, grab it from down here, click it up over here. I want a different size on this one though. I'm going to hold down shift so it keeps the same position, same width and height aspect ratio. Go to the corner, left click, pull it down so it's smaller. Right click, copy, right click, paste, left click, drag up. So y'all see what I'm doing. Okay, so you can play around with this kind of thing all day long. Okay, now suppose I like this and I'm going to go up here to the top and I just want to save it. I'm going to go to the top, file, save as. I'll name it heart strength or anything. H. Okay, I'm going to go to desktop. I want to save exactly where I want it. I did it in February, so I'm going to save it there. That way all my February stuff is all together. So I'm kind of done with this one. Let me do another one. Go to LibreOffice, File. I can go to Drawing. Okay, now I'm back again. I can also come right to here. Once LibreOffice is actually open, the construct, I can come here and hit New. Just know that you will always go to Drawing right here to start a new one because you're not interested in text documents and spreadsheets and formulas and well you may be, but for what we're trying to do, you're only interested in drawing. Okay. So now we have this open. Let's go ahead and really play around now. What's this? I kind of like those people that are come down. I love these guys. I'm gonna drag this over. Okay. I'm gonna drag over. Let's come down now. I'm doing my down arrow. I like differences. Let's do that one. I'm gonna drag down. I have that selected. I'm gonna drag it over. Left click and drag it over. Our differences are what make us special. Even something as simple as that. Okay. Suppose I just want to have that right there, just like that. Okay. If you want to really play over it. So what does this do? Background. What if I decide to color it? I can make it blue. What if I decide to pick a different color? You can do that kind of stuff, okay? So let me get back to just playing. So just notice you can do that too. Look at this. Just play around with this stuff over here. Say you come over here to the pattern. 5%, 10%. You see what I'm saying? So y'all can kind of play around with that kind of thing. And then say if I click on it over here, you can kind of play, but that's a whole nother thing, okay? Just kind of play and see what happens, okay? If nothing happens, don't worry about it. But I don't really use that part because it doesn't suit my purposes, okay? Now, you know what I want to do? Let's go to my other thing right here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go... Brighter Days, Rainbow. I kind of like this rainbow. We pull it down in here. Okay, we close it out now. I want to take this rainbow. I'm going to hold down shift so it keeps the same aspect ratio. Go to the corner. I want it slightly bigger. But I want this rainbow to be slightly wider. So without holding shift, I'm going to the side. Pull it like that. So it kind of spreads out. Now I'm going to rotate this ever so slightly. So I'm going to come over here. Rotation. Do like that. Now I'm going to drag this. I want it even bigger. How does that look? Y'all like that? Probably not, but what if I right click on this and I go down to arrange and I go send to the back? I now have a rainbow. But my difference is I don't quite like the way that's showing up. So what happens if I make this larger? Let's try that. I'm going to hold down shift to keep the same aspect ratio. I don't really like it down there. Do you, Trace? So let me go up here and see what happens. Hold up.
Let's see. Who is Create to Bless? June Ellen says, what about the sentiments? Can you manipulate them? For instance, create one that says you are kind.
Well,
you can't like split the sentiments.
Not in this. If you're adapting Photoshop, you could. But if you're not, you can't. I understand exactly what you're saying.
You have a printout of that?
What do you mean? Like right here?
You are something.
But you know what you could do? You could probably just cut those and put them on a page. Now here's what you can do.
I usually cut my sentiments if I want to like mix sentiments from something else. What I do is I usually I just cut them out. Once I print them, I cut them out.
Then you could take those words and make sure they're kind of the same size. Over here, suppose you go, if they were the same, right? Suppose you took I hear you.
Oh, you could add a text box, couldn't you?
Yes, you could do that. Yes, you could do that.
Good idea, Debsy.
Okay, you definitely could do that. So let's say I never really worked on that kind of thing.
You can create your own text if needed. Yep. Someone's saying, can you create your own text?
That's a very good question.
You can create your own text.
You can do it.
Type in that.
You can type in this.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, to be perfectly honest. Maybe by next time I'll play around with it. I don't want to kind of
get off of the
I'll write that down. So maybe by the next. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda said, "Oh, she said don't read that."
Yeah, she said don't read. That's why I'm not reading it.
Oh, okay. I kind of like this. Our difference is what makes us special. I really do. So what I might do is just put that separate, and I probably won't put that as part of the card. I would take this right here and do like that, and I would group this. Hold up. So now I've selected the men in the middle. I'm holding shift, going to the outside. I click that, and I'm right-clicking. I'm grouping it. That is one group. I can move it somewhere else now, resize it or whatever. Kind of like that size right there. But my card would only be about, if you can look at the size right here, since that's selected, you can see that the width of this is 7.1 inches. The height is 4.4. And that's going to pretty much tell you that's going to be a little too big coming on your,
if you're making,
so you can literally come over here,
click on it, it'll give you the
hold shift,
right?
Go down, let it go, right. If that's still too big,
what does it measure now?
It's 4. The width is 4. That's still too big, isn't it?
No, that's good.
That's good?
It'll be all the way up to the edge, though. But if you can still make it smaller. But it'll fit within that card. If you... All
right, so now, say I do it at 4. Now I'll make it a little smaller, just to make sure. Okay, so now it's 3.89 right here. See that? The width is 3.89 inches. The height is 2.45 inches. So if I want to have some words that I can put on top of that card, well, this image is now 4.9, which may be too big for the card. So I'm going to make it small. I'm going to hold shift, hold it down, get the corner, slide it over to make sure it keeps the same aspect ratio. It's now 3.5. I think I like that size on the card. It should fit. So now I'll have two things I can put on a card, and I may decide to put something else on the card, different paper strategies, different blending strategies that you may use when you're making cards with ribbons, gems, what have you. But I like those particular things, so I'll stick with that for a second. Okay. You know what? Now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to come over here. Inside, let me go to my main.
Oh yes, slimline cards. I think that especially the images with the people hands together would look really cute on a slimline card, y'all.
Yeah, isn't that nice? To watch this. Suppose I take that same. I see a star. I'm gonna take this. What's the question?
D wants to know, Bill, have you ever used GIMP?
You know what? A long time ago. When I say a long time ago, I'm talking a long time ago.
Super Chat is the one that helps the channel grow. Right. Well, to a certain point, they don't let you do super chats until you have a certain amount of following. I can't even remember what it used to be. It may have changed by now, Brenda. But I know you have to have us build up your following before you can even get the super chat. But yeah, it does help. That and uploading consistently, right?
Y'all see what I'm doing? I just put that image on top.
Oh, June Ellen. She said, Mindless Crafting, you are so kind and generous for sharing your talents and gifts with us. This makes me teary-eyed happy. Oh, that's so sweet. We're glad to hear that. You know, Bill has really been trying to work out the kinks. We want to thank, oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot her name. Who you on the phone with?
Oh, Marcia Burton, probably.
One of our subscribers helped you with this.
Oh, Sherry Tower.
Sherry Tower, yeah.
Is Sherry Tower on here?
Sherry Tower, thank you so much for getting on the phone with Bill and offering to help. This is what she does. She's an expert at this stuff. Okay?
Exactly. My questions were too basic for her. She's like, Bill, I can't even think at that level, okay? I have to go back into my elementary school mindset to answer your questions, okay? Okay, now I can leave that like that, but I kind of want that to be behind. Now that I've resized that, I'm going to right click, go to arrange. I'm going to send that backward.
Y'all want to see this class again in about a month?
I'm going to go down, slide over. Y'all see that? Hold up.
Lupe, are you just getting on? I think Lupe says to have this class again in a month.
Isn't that cool?
Y'all might be tired of this. You can always watch the replay.
Now, I want to rotate this. I can't rotate it while it's green, so I have to click on this. It turns red. I go to the corner. See that circle right there? I'm going to left click and just ever so slightly turn it. I kind of want to do that. But now, right here, this neck is showing. So it was better before. So let me go back up here to the top to edit, undo. It's kind of better. So what I think a better answer would be is to go to my downward arrow right here. Just click it one time. Do it like that. So how y'all, isn't that kind of cool? I'm going to, I should have saved that other one, but that's okay. I'm going to click, hold shift, click, right click, group, right click, copy, right click, paste, left click, drag. So now I have that. So make sure, I'm going to right click down here at the bottom at the original. I'm going to ungroup it because I really don't want this one and that one, so I'm going to delete it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, I got rid of it. What do I do? Well, let's see what we do. Let's come up to edit, undo. You can always undo some stuff. So I'm going to click on that again. Let me drag it up where I can see. Okay, I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to delete that. I want to keep this. I like that. but I also like this. But now let me check my dimensions. It's pretty good. The width is 3.89. The height is 3.57. So this image is going to fit on any of your basic cards. Is that right, Tracy?
What's the height?
The height is 3.57.
Yes. That'll fit.
Right. So that'll fit. So
and the width is?
It's 3.89.
Yep. Because remember, the A2 size card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2.
Right. So
you can actually print this out. Put a sentiment on this under it, and then print it out, and then cut it and put this right on your card. Color it in if you want and put it on your card.
Right. So now what I'm going to do, since I like this, I'm going to save this particular thing as a construct. I'm going to drag this, or left click, drag it down to the bottom of the page. I'm going to go over to this other one, left click. I want to drag a little bit more. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Why? I ain't going to do it. It's probably one of those people trying to get me to tell me about my social security number has expired or something crazy. Right? I ain't going to answer it. Okay. Now, I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to copy, right click, paste. Now, the same thing I right clicked on, I'm going to left click on that, drag it up. I have another one. Use my arrows kind of come down because I want to be able to duplicate this. I can do several things. I can right click, copy, right click, paste. And now that one that came from.
The image is right on top of it, right?
Right, just drag it on up. Of course, if you didn't feel like doing it like that, you can just right click and paste, but just know that it's the one that the images came on. You got to grab the one that has, and drag it on up. I use my arrows to move it over. Matter of fact, see how close that is to the side of the paper right here? That's too close right there. So I'm going to right arrow that over. Taking my right arrow right here. Right arrowing that over. Give it a little bit more room. I'm going down to the one underneath it. I'm going to right arrow that one over some. Y'all see what I did? I'm going to the one on the top. I want to kind of go down because I can get a little more room out of that. Because when I fussy cut them out, I'll have more room. Now let me come to the other side. Right click, copy. Right click, paste. Go down to the bottom, left click, drag it up. I can have a little bit more room right here, so I'm going to take my down a little bit. Click, 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 click. There you go. I can right click.
Right. So what I do as a card maker is I already know whether I'm going to fussy cut it out or I'm going to just print this, of course, on cardstock and then fussy cut it out, or I'm going to just cut around the image and add it take the whole image and just add it onto a card base without fussy that in advance.
Right.
So I don't know if many of y'all do it like that, or because you might want to add dimension to it. So those are just some of the things I think about when I download the digital images.
Now I'm gonna make a few more of these.
Shirley Alexander said, "This is so good."
These sentiments. I'm gonna right click on this sentiment up here, copy, right click, paste. See how that brightened up kind of? I'm gonna make sure I see that hand. Left click, drag it down. I have another one. I'm gonna left click, paste. The one that highlighted is the one I have to drag. Do like that. Come over here. Okay, that's pretty good. More room. Let me click right here. Come down, down, down with the arrow. I'm going to go to this one. Click down, 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 down with my arrow. Click, click, click. Click on that. I mean, down, 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 down. Click, 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 click. I kind of want.
We're going to be doing more of these lives. Yeah, so
I'm not going to click on this. I kind of want to move it up a little bit because I'm going to take this and drag it right here. Now I'm going to hit my arrow to get a little bit more control. Click, 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 click to the right. Y'all see what I'm doing? Now I'm going to make a couple that are a little smaller. So I'm going to right click, hold up. Click, copy, right click, paste. Make sure I see that hand, left click, drag. I'm going to hold down my shift because I'm getting ready to resize this. I'm going to hold down shift so it keeps the same exact width to height ratio, aspect ratio. Holding down shift. I'm not going to let it go until I'm done. And holding it down. I'm grabbing the corner. I'm going to make it smaller. Oh, something didn't happen. It didn't keep it. See how I did like that? So let me come up here. Go to edit. I'm going to undo that. Shift. I don't know what I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Okay, undo. Don't do the shift on this. Just come up here to this corner and drag it. Kind of like that. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to do one more. So right click. Right click, select it. Copy. Right click. Paste. Grab it. Left click. Drag. I'm going to use my arrows because I can control a little bit better where it's going. All I want to do is get it in a place where I can know. All I want to do is get it in a place where I can know I can fussy cut it. Y'all see what I'm saying? So I kind of like this page right here. And that's a good page for me to save. I'm going to just go up here to File, Save As. I'm going to call this Rainbow of Differences. I'm just making up names. You can call it anything you want. You can call it Scooby-Doo if you want. I'm calling mine Rainbow of Differences, okay? R-A-I-N, Rainbow of. Okay, and once again, I don't want to just save it anywhere because I'll never be able to find it. So I'm going to go over here to desktop, go to my file, Bill's Digital Kingdom. I'm in the month of February. Here it is. I'm going to put save. It is now in the month of February. I'm going to click on my on Bill's Digital Kingdom. Let's double check this to make sure. If I go to the month of February, look, I have the heart strength one. Don't worry about what it looks like because when you open it up, it's going to look like the other thing. But you have all three of the things that you saved right there. Now, if you want to, you can come right here. I'm going to go to New Folder. Watch this. Right where it says Untitled, if I go 1 space January, enter. So now you have a month. You can go in advance if you want to go all 12 months. But when you get to February, just know that this is February. Put everything you've done in the month that you're in. That way, some people even go as far as to go, watch this. This is actually a better name right here. Because if you're in it for the long haul, you go 2 February space 2021. Bam. Now, next year, when you go to look for it, you know that you know where it's at. Or you can put 2021 at the beginning. But the bottom line, come up with a system.
Here's what I like to do. I like to say Unity stamp set images. That's my thing. It just makes it easier for me, so that way I know. Or if you want to throw all of them in one, you can.
Right. But anyway, the bottom line is you have a system now. Does that make sense what I'm saying, you all?
Let's see.
Okay. I think Brenda told them about an app or something. Caroline Russo just said something advanced, but those that use these particular devices realize the power in what she's saying. Caroline Russo.
These are not SVGs.
Right, but you can use an image converter to convert files into SVGs, so you can use them in your cutting machines and devices. But that's something that I'm not going to show, but you can do it.
We don't. Well,
Yeah, we're just do it like this. Yeah, because we don't really use it, but if we had to, we would just look up how to do it. Yeah, and it's going to be something simple. So, okay, let me go ahead. So I have that saved. So now I'm going to come up here and go new.
So you can convert. Let me read Caroline's thing again. She said you can use an image converter to convert files into SVG so you can use them with your cutting machines. You can find image converters on the internet. Isn't that awesome?
Okay, right.
It's just absolutely amazing.
Right, so basically what she's saying, So if you go to converter or something like that,
SVG, ours are PNG to SVG conversion.
right?
Like that.
That's even better.
That's all you need. Sorry, a librarian came out.
PNG to SVG, right? So if you click this, you would just obviously pick the file, put it in here, choose it right from your desk. In this case, let's say I would pick, you pick one of them, and basically, and you decide what you wanted to do, and it will become that. So just remember, you can look that up.
All right, Joanne Gilbertson, thanks for tuning in.
So how long have I been on?
Hopefully this helped.
And y'all can get real crazy. Now you're not just stuck only with this. Now, hold up. Let me get rid of some of these things. Okay.
So do you want to go through the whole process just one more time before we go?
Yeah, I'll go through it one more time. Okay. Let me start a whole new one because I'm going file, new, drawing. Just remember drawing. You're drawing. That's what it say. Which one do I do? Well, what are you doing? I'm drawing. Okay, draw. We have a new one now. So let's really play for a second. Okay, I want to play. I want to play. So now, let's go to my other one. Digifile Central. I'm going to go to Bon Voyage. I kind of like that one. Is that the one I want? About to find out. Double click. It opens up. Down. I kind of have this one bridge. I'm going to do like this. Drag this over here. Let me grab the corner up. I'm going to make it bigger just so I can really see what I'm doing. I can always, once I make my scene, change things, okay? I kind of like this. Watch this. I'm going to take this helicopter right here. Drag my helicopter in.
Netware said, be careful downloading free programs. Make sure it's a trusted site. Some of them have bugs attached.
Yes, Lord.
And that's true.
Yes. Yep. Now, here's something to look out for. When you download something like, see this helicopter right here? Now, the larger it is, the more in front it's going to look like it is in front of this bridge. Y'all see what happens? See how that works? But now if you want this helicopter to look like it's smaller, you would make it smaller. And the smaller it is, it starts looking somewhat translucent. I'm gonna make it even smaller. And suppose I take it and put it right here. Well, it looks like it's in front. I want to be behind that pole. So if I right click on here, go to arrange, I'm going to send this to the back, send it backward. The helicopter is now behind. Y'all see how that works? Now, I'm going to go back over here, Bill's Digital Kingdom. I'm in the month of February. No, I don't want to do it like that. I want to go.
LIBRE office LIBRE?
Yes, LibreOffice. Let me slide that over out of the way. I'm going to go. I like this face. I see a star. I'm going to drag this over here. I need to make this big. No, I don't. I'm going to make it small. I'm going to take this and put it back here somewhere. Let me get rid of this helicopter. I'll move it over here somewhere. Right click, arrange, bring to front. Okay.
Got a question when you get a chance.
Okay, so I put my helicopter right here. Yes, go ahead.
Let's see. Hold on 1 minute. Just answer another question here.
Okay, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna do like this.
Okay, so this is, and I bet this is a common question. Great question. Let's see. I have, June Ellen says, I have some of the digi stamps that won't open up. It shows zip file. What did I do wrong?
Okay, let's go and look. Okay, look right here. See where right now this file says zip file. Y'all see this? I've downloaded it. I dragged it into this folder. You got to double click on this and watch what happens. See that folder? I just opened that zip file and this folder appeared.
Okay, do that again. I think a little bit slower though, because that was pretty fast.
Okay, I do it again.
So once you open the zip file.
Once you open the zip file, it becomes a folder.
Do it again.
Okay.
Open the zip file. You see where it says zip?
I can do it all day long.
On the right hand side, it says zip. In the middle,
right here,
column, you see where it says?
It says Unity 2 or Unity 3.
Right.
I'm going to double click again. You're going to see Unity 4. Double click, Unity 4. Double click, okay, Unity 5. So now, double click, Unity 6. Does that make sense?
No. Now she has to see where the image is.
Okay. Now you click on the folder.
Click on that folder that says Unity, and there's where all the images are, all the way over to the right. Click on the image, and there you see the images.
If you grab here, you can move it out of the way.
Yeah, so I just want her to be able to see, because I think that's where the problem is.
Yep. Now I'm scrolling down on those images on my computer keyboard thing by clicking the down arrow.
June Ellen says, mine shows a line through it like it's no longer there. Did she try to open it a bunch of times, maybe? Did she hit her limit?
Hold up. Did you?
June Ellen? She may need to be reset. She may have tried it too many times.
I'll reset her.
June Ellen, send me an email.
Yeah, yes, and I'll reset you. And if I can't get you done like that, then I'll get on the phone with you.
Send an email to admin@mindlesscrafting.com and just briefly state the problem. That way we know.
Exactly. But back this for a second.
Because we might need to reset your account.
Right. I don't know if I like this head right here. Let me get rid of that. Delete. I'm going to. Okay, I kind of like. Let me see what I like. I want something out of here though. How about that? What is this? Love is. Let's unite. Love one another, more patience. What does this look like if I do this? I kind of like that one. I kind of like that. So I'm going to drag that down like that. I kind of like that. That's what I like. Okay, and then somebody else was, I don't like that. But you know what? I don't care. For our purposes, I love this. I just have tears rolling on my face. Okay.
Just now, gotta do you.
Right. Now I'm going to click this. I'm going to hold Shift. See, I'm holding Shift. I'm going to keep holding Shift. Clicking on the bridge. Clicking on. Wait, nope. Let me do it. Let me start again. This is clicked. I'm going to click on this helicopter. Let's do that first. I'm going to click on the people. Now I'm going to click on the bridge. Now I'm going to right click. I can let this shift go now. Okay. Now I'm going to right click.
I like that scenery.
Go down to group. It is now grouped. So I like to have it large where I can kind of see it. But now for the purposes of our card, I'm going to make it smaller because you can see right here, the width is 6.55 inches wide. And how wide is that A2 card? 4.5, Trace? Is that it? The A2? A4? What card do you normally use?
A2 card.
A2 is what?
4.25 by 5. and a half.
Right. So it's 4 1/4. So we know this is too wide. So I'm going to come over here.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. You can do landscape. No, I mean you can do a horizontal card.
Oh, this isn't good.
Right. So then it's 4 1/2. It'll be 5 1/2 across and 4 1/4. 5 1/2 going across. What's the width?
Hold up. This is not grouped. I can tell because one thing comes up. Let me make sure I got this together. Here, left click. I'm going to hold shift.
Oh, Sonia Krill says she just got her Cricut. And do you think I could use this in design space? There's several people that have do use this in their Cricut. I don't have a Cricut, so I don't know. But there are several people on this platform, I believe, right now that do use their Cricut.
Exactly. Now, sometimes you can't get to all of those different images. So I clicked on two things just now. I clicked on the helicopter. I clicked on the bridge. I'm going to group those two items. Now let's see what happens if I click this. If I go down, so it looks like the entire image is now grouped. Let me see. This will tell the story. If I grab this, host. So the entire thing is in fact grouped. So now I need to make the width go down. It's still 5. See right here? I need to go smaller. It's 4.4. That's a good size right there. 3.45. But let's suppose I want to make it taller. It's only 1.49. Let me grab the top. I'm going to pull it up a touch. So I can make it taller too.
Okay, D, I'm going to look for your question for Bill.
Do D. Kepler?
Let's see. D. McKinney has a question.
D. McKinney?
Let's see. I'm going to look for it.
Okay.
I was responding to NetWeird. Oh, that's not it. Let's see. D. Oh, I don't see it. You were responding to NetWeird? Is that the comment? Okay, D, I see where you're saying something to June Ellen. I was responding to NetWeir's comment. Norton is an antivirus for your computer. I'm not sure if they have a free version or not. My version was not free. Was that the question?
Here, retype the question.
I don't see it. I would probably have to go. Okay, because we have to.
Well, I know we've been on for a second.
Yeah,
it's been almost 3 hours, and y'all are probably saying, Bill, if you don't get off of this.
It's been 2 hours.
Live. But let me just save a couple more of these. I just want to right click. I'm going to copy. Right click, paste. Left click, drag.
And then you just go from here and print, basically.
Right click, paste. Go down to where the green lines are. That's where you have to drag from. Left click, drag. Right click, paste. Wherever the green lines show up, that's what you have to drag from. Right click, paste.
Oh, it's above that. Okay.
Left click, drag. Right click, paste. Go to where the green lines are. Left click, drag. Right click, paste. Go to where the green lines are. Left click, drag. I'm repeating this over and over intentionally. Right click, paste. Go to where the green dots are outlining the image. Left click, drag that thing up. Release it.
Try to resize down to 6x6.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
What's the question?
Is it the response to Vicki Jensen?
What did she say?
She said, I haven't used it much. Just tried messing with it a few times. I have a bunch of 12x12 digital papers that I want to try to resize down to 6x6.
Okay.
I heard GIMP was what I needed to use.
Well, watch this.
I'm not familiar with that program.
You know, you can also come over here and you see right here where it says width and height. Suppose you say, I need to make this 12 inches.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna
I'm
type
thinking
in
she's talking
12.
about 12 by 12 pattern paper, right?
I don't know, but I'm just saying that you can type in the exact measurements also.
I'm thinking she's talking about 12 by 12 pattern paper.
Yeah. See, some of y'all just say, if you know the exact measurements, like that was 3.45, and now it's back to that. You can do that too. Now I'm just going to type in here.
Vicki Jensen says if you click on the last image pasted, then paste, you only have to drag from there.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that. I could actually, in my case, I didn't want to confuse nobody, but I could hold option.
Yeah, we try not to do too much.
I could option it in, come right, and just come right here and do like that.
The pattern papers, I'm not even sure about that. Yeah, she was talking about pattern papers, resizing them. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I know the patterns would be smaller, of course, but there's probably a way to do it.
Yep, you could do that. You're absolutely correct. Does that make sense? Just, but anyway, that's about dragging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get too. Some people that may confuse them. I didn't want to.
Yeah, we're not even on.
I didn't want to confuse them.
We're not even on papers yet.
Okay.
How to resize pattern papers.
Yeah, I used GIMP so long ago that I really can't remember. When I say long, I'm talking it must have been 10 years because I was too cheap to get Photoshop, and finally I had to. So now, like in stuff like Photoshop, I'm a monster, but GIMP, I can't remember anything. But anyway, I'm going to save this bridge, and I'm going to go ahead and end this. So I'm going to go to File, Save As. You know what? I've got to add a rainbow to this. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the last thing I'll add. Just the one up top.
He can't help himself, y'all. Just one more thing.
I got to put my rainbow. Hold up. It's in this one. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Move this over here.
If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, I am Mindless Crafting on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram if you want.
Rainbow.
Sheila says. Sheila says.
Sheila say.
She says, this was helpful. I have learned some things. I will be practicing tonight. I usually save my images to a flash drive. Good idea.
Yes, you can do that too. I didn't want to mention the flash drive because I didn't want to confuse anyone.
I think I can do this now.
You can do this.
Thank you so much. That's what she said.
Now, once I kind of got it basically where I wanted to go, I'm going to come down. I'm going to right click, go down to arrange, send it to the back, and now my rainbow is in the back. There you go. And because I need to save this, I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the very bottom edge. Now that blue line shows around it, I'm going to go down, right click, hit group, and now that one is saved also. Now I'm going to File, Save As.
Deb Couture says this would work the same way on patterned papers. Just insert the image and then resize to the 6x6 Bill just showed. So kind of the same thing.
Desktop. I'm saving it to Bill's Digital Kingdom. It's the month of February. Save. Okay, well, let me close this out, y'all. This is the last. I'm going to end with one thing. I'm closing all my constructs out.
Caroline Roussel said, I need help. Oh, Caroline Roussel, I need help with my Cricut Maker. You want to do a video, LOL. That is funny, okay.
Let me close this.
Their brains are full right now. So from there, you go to print and you're good to go. Right?
Yes, I need to show that last part, don't I?
Not really. I mean, it's,
I would do this.
File and print. Now, I print on card stock. I usually use like an 85-pound card stock for my printer. Each printer is different. So, yeah, you just have to decide what you want to do because each one is different.
That's something that I do. I'm starting from scratch, y'all. Something I do once I open the program. LibreOffice. It's at the bottom down here. Y'all see it? I'm going to right click on this, go up to options, keep in dock. Now this will always stay up here. Now anytime I want to open this program, all I got to do is click on it from here. I don't have to be looking for it.
From where? At the bottom?
Yes, right here. Now I'm going to show y'all some of the things. Here, y'all saw the tape. It's the last thing I'm going to show. Here are the most recent files that show some of the things we've done. Let's say here's something that Tracey was playing around with. You open that up. You see some of these things right here. See, that was kind of cute. So you can always kind of, when you first open it up, kind of find the thing that you wanted to find. So anyway, that's about pretty much it.
Right, and then you just go to print. My printer won't print on cardstock. Oh boy.
Oh, let me print something right quick. No, I need to print right quick just to show them the last part. Watch this. Suppose I want this.
The bridges would be cute.
Okay, let me go to the bridge. Okay, I'm gonna go to.
I like the bridge with the people.
Recent bridge. I think it was Bridge of Differences.
Sonia Creel says, "I'm thinking I could use a scan and cut, but I'm not sure. Not so sure." Look, I printed a bunch of images out on cardstock, and then I allow the scan and cut. Like if I need a massive amount of images, use the scan and cut to cut the prints for me. If I don't want to be sitting there fussy cutting all day. Honeybee Stampin' Hive. Look at y'all getting all fancy with the technology. I know, right? LOL. Look, with over 150,000 subscribers, I guess we could do some fanciness every so often.
Okay. I'm clicking right here. I'm going right here. Here's why I saved them. This one right here, Trace?
Yeah, go ahead and
okay.
Since that's the new one, yeah.
Okay. So I've opened that up. That's the one Tracey likes. I'm going to go to File. Excuse me. Let me make sure I got this. Click on that. Make sure it says LibreOffice up here. Go to File. Print.
I don't have paper in the machine, darling.
Well, I can't do it.
You didn't ask me.
Tracy, would you like to print? Well, don't worry about it.
After, but yeah.
Just this is what you would do. You would actually come up in here and say you hit print, right? It is now printing. It's pretty much that simple. And since we don't have paper in here, well, it's trying to print, but
it is paper, but it's not cardstock. It's just regular printer paper.
Right. So when something comes up, you get one of those. Well, don't worry about it. Anyway, it does print, so just know this. So now, any questions before we get off?
Do a live on Scan and Cut, please. Oh boy.
Woo!
I would have to get the dust off of mine.
Yes, you would.
And I don't know all of the, I just know the basics of like, let's go ahead and scan and let's go ahead and cut.
She does. Tracey does just what the name of it is.
Do it exactly.
I'm
right.
gonna scan and cut.
I'm not a machine person, so.
It then probably does 1,000 other things that we do the one thing. I'm gonna scan. And
Christine,
and
it's
cut.
okay if you missed it. You can always go back and watch the replay.
Yes, Caroline Roussel. She's telling Sonia Creel that the scan and cut is similar to the other color cutting machines, except it has the fabulous feature that other cutting machines don't. that you can actually scan your images into it, and it cuts so incredibly fast.
Yeah, it does.
And detail oriented, like it's just phenomenal.
Brenda Bodwin, I want a Cricut. However, I don't want the Cricut to sit here and collect dust like the sewing machine and all of that. So, at some point down the line, when I get to that point where I say, you know what, I would really like a Cricut, then I'll probably end up buying one. But now, it would only it would sit, and I don't want to have another machine. You know, if y'all see my craft room right now, it's just. I don't want another machine to sit, you know. Bill brought me a sewing machine. How long
You
ago?
had that thing stayed in the box for 3 years.
Look, I didn't even ask for a sewing machine.
I wanted her to have
sewing,
it,
right? But yeah, he got me a sewing machine. So.
All right. So once again, I'll close with here's the new stamp set. You can check it out on the site. Right here. You go home. Scroll down hardly anywhere. It's 10% off, new release. The sale ends Tuesday, February 16th, 2020, 11:59 p.m. February 16th, $11.99. It has 21 PNG images. Just quickly go up in here and take it from there. So, unless there are any questions, we're going to probably go ahead and get off, and I'll go through this thing and see what some of the questions are, and maybe on the next live, if you have questions, ask, and I'll write those down. And
did you click us off?
On the next time that
I think I lost y'all for a minute.
Refresh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, the next time that I come on and do a digital tutorial, we will go down a little deeper. So think of the questions as you play around with this. The next time we come on, we'll kind of explore some of those. Or even if you email me those things in advance, I can write those down and kind of research it a little bit. All right. Any questions, Trace? I think before we get on.
Let's see. Have you all thought about doing a stamp club? You know, we sure have. But one of the things we wanted to do was last year start doing a stamp club. But then the pandemic hit. And our manufacturer closed down for a period of time. So we're just waiting until this gets behind us so we can be more consistent again.
Right.
Because we like our manufacturer who creates our stamp sets. So
right.
Yeah, we want to definitely do that.
And then the manufacturer started going through a period where even though they were back up, they were having problems putting different things together because some of their suppliers shut down. They might have supplied different chemicals or this or that, or so they couldn't function, you know. So that's where we're at right now. And in fact, that's one reason why we came up with digital images. When they went down, we said, let's go ahead and do this. Plus, we have a lot of people. We came up with digital images. Let's go ahead and do this. Plus, we have a lot of people in different countries. Sometimes the price tag is a little too high in terms of mailing. And, you know, it takes too long, et cetera, et cetera. So digital images answer that question by offering immediate gratification. You order it, it downloads, and now you're able to manipulate
it. Start making your cards today, yeah?
Yeah. All right, Tracy.
I will definitely put that link below for you. I'll put the links for the tutorials on how to download the image because we actually have a four different video tutorials on how to download the digitals.
That's it. Right now we have 29 people. Is that right? 17. And we have 17 people. And I think throughout the time might have been about 45 or something like that. But the bottom line is there are a lot of questions. I sure hate people didn't show up. The way that I was hoping they would.
They'll watch the replay.
Yeah, they have to watch the replay.
That's fine.
But there were a lot of different things that were answered. I hope that we were able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get off now. Thank you so much for coming. I hope I was able to at least answer a few of the questions that you've had and help you to get further along with manipulating digital images. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you soon, right? But don't forget, Tuesday we won't be on live. I got to take my mother to her doctor's appointment. So we won't be live on Tuesday, this next Tuesday. But we really appreciate y'all tuning in. Bill, you did a great job, babe.
Thank you. Thank you. I did the best I could.
You did, and that's all you can do. Is the best you could do.
There you
Y'all
go.
take care. Bye.
All right.